everyone and welcome back to my sewing vlog She Loves to Make. How are you all? It's good to be back, and I wanted today to talk to you about all of the exciting makes that I have completed during lockdown. I have made a Cassiopei dress by AM Patterns. I've made a Tilly and the Buttons Safiya dungarees pattern. I've also finished a Sew Over It poppy playsuit, and I have hacked a ready to wear maxi dress which just didn't suit me, and so I've made it into something new and wearable and used the features in the dress that I enjoyed the most to make something new and exciting. So let's get into it and you can have a look at the makes finished. The first pattern I'll be talking about is the Tilly and the Buttons Safiya dungarees, which I wanted to make since the pattern was released. So it's from this book, Make It Simple, on the cover, and I just fell in love with it and thought what a wonderful pattern that would be to make with some fabric I had in my stash. And if I just stand up, this is the fabric, this lovely cobalt blue print. So this was from Exeter Fabrics in Devon, and I bought 3 meters of that fabric to make a dress or other project, and then this pattern came out and I thought I really need to make it. So have a look at the video of me wearing the pattern. It's got a lovely elegant sort of low back on it. You could make it in a cotton or a more structured linen fabric and have that casual feel that Tilly's version has, but also you can make it in kind of quite lightweight fabrics like viscose. So this is a viscose fabric, and wear it and feel really dressed up. It's that kind of special summery feel, like when you go out during the day and you feel really glam and dressed up even though it's like secret pyjamas. So I love this dungarees pattern. It feels more like a jumpsuit to wear because of the weight of the fabric, but so light and floaty and grown up and elegant, and I just feel great in it. And it looks really nice with my So Dainty scissor necklace, and I've got a coordinating belt that I'm wearing with it which has a gold buckle, so it all goes together really, really well, and I am loving this pattern, so it's a thumbs up for this one in the finished result. There were some parts of the pattern that were, because of the nature of the book, Make It Simple, Make It Quick, they probably weren't written in a way that I usually work to, so things like how I finish a garment probably wouldn't be the same because I've got some experience, but obviously this book is designed for people who maybe don't have as much experience, and I found it quite hard, like finger pressing the seams and keeping them even and straight was quite hard, and I would have just found it easier and quicker to press them. But I guess it depends on where you are at with sewing and what you find the most useful or quick depending on your situation. So I think that's more down to who's buying the book and what they're looking for from it. But yes, thumbs up to the Safiya jumpsuit, and I'll move on to the next pattern. So the next pattern I have to show you is the AM Patterns Cassiopei Dress. Now, sewing this one feels like a real rite of passage for the sewing community, so this was mine, and I used 3 meters of fabric that I bought from Fabrics Galore in London on a trip. So if I just show you, this is a viscose fabric. It's a beautiful, beautiful print, and as soon as I saw it, I just absolutely fell in love with it, and yeah, I was really keen to make something beautiful with it, but I wasn't sure what to make. So this was my first attempt, and going on measurements, I thought this would be the size for me. Having said that, it does feel big if I don't wear a belt with it. So I think I'm going to size down 2 sizes next time. So let's have a look at the pattern in more detail full length. As you can see, it is quite big and baggy, which is great sometimes if you're just hanging out in the garden or at home, but I think for wearing it out I definitely need to wear a belt, and I definitely will size down to probably the smallest size, to be honest, because I just like a more fitted dress, particularly at the top, and there's clearly loads of room in the gathered skirt, so I think I would do that next time. Overall, I think it's a really beautiful dress. So let's move on to the next make. My final makes from scratch are my Sew Over It Poppy Playsuit and this bandana headband, which I drafted my own pattern for. So I had this lovely blue broderie anglais fabric as a remnant from some Minerva Crafts fabric I bought to make a top. So I used that, and I used some fabric I purchased online to make this poppy playsuit, so I'll show you that full length too. The fabric that I made the playsuit with was a polyester. It feels very lightweight, it feels like a viscose, but it's clearly very man-made, 100% man-made fibre, and that meant that sewing it, even with the finest microtex needle available, was a bit of a challenge. And still, even when I'd kind of done all of the things that I could do to make sure that it was sewn properly, there were a few areas where the fabric sort of either moved during the sewing or during cutting, and there were loose ends of the fabric that kept coming away, and then as you sewed the hems and so on, they would pull through with your stitching. So as you were sewing seams and hems, you'd have these white pieces popping up, and you would occasionally pull the fabric underneath the reverse side, the wrong side. So what that meant was that you were getting lots of runs in the fabric, so some places in the hems, on the sleeves and at the bottom you can see that. So I wouldn't actually ever buy a polyester again. I fell in love with this print, and that's why I picked it up, and it was at a time when I didn't really know enough about fabrics to make that judgment, but I would say I know it is still available in some fabric stores, so just be aware if you do buy this print. Yes, it is beautiful, but there are challenges around sewing it, and you can end up with sort of pulls and movement as you're sewing, so just be mindful of that. But the poppy playsuit is one of my favourite patterns that I've made so far to wear. It feels really wearable. It was easy to sew, so I love this, and I'm so pleased I finished it. And doing this project made me able to do a really good job on the Safiya jumpsuit too. So I'm really pleased that I've now got a playsuit and a jumpsuit. So those Safiya dungarees I know I'm going to wear a lot, and I know I'm going to wear this a lot. I would definitely make the poppy playsuit again, but I would probably make it in a cotton lawn or a more breathable natural fabric. But lessons learned on this one, and it looks great, it looks really good. And go over to my Instagram and check out the photographs that I took of this project, and yeah, super happy. I think you can tell from my face in the photos how happy I am to be wearing it and to have finished it. My final project to share with you is a ready to wear hack. So I was given a Dorothy Perkins size 10 maxi dress, and it was beautiful. So this was the top, really nice fabric. It's nice and fitted and gathered at the top. It's got some shirring, and then it just became one straight long tube which didn't go out at the waist and didn't flare, and that shape just doesn't suit me. And I put it on and thought, oh no, because I absolutely love the ruffle at the bottom of the skirt, and I really wanted it to look nice and to wear it. So I decided that I could do that if I was brave and just cut it in half. So that's what I did. So this top will become a top, and I'm going to put a ruffle bottom in a coordinating print to go with that. I was thinking maybe some lemons or just another black and white print would look really good. So just create a ruffle panel across the bottom and have it as a peplum top, which I think will look really good. And so I'm looking forward to doing that, finishing that. So the skirt is the project I finished first from this. So I will pop in some video of me trialling about in it. It's very flamenco and I love it. It's really cool. It's a cotton lawn, so it's really lightweight, and it means I can wear the skirt as I wanted to. So I did shorten it. So I've chopped a bit out of the waist and I created a casing. I've popped some elastic in and measured my waist and created an elasticated waist summer cotton lawn skirt, and I love it because it's like a nice midi length, and I know I'll get loads and loads of wear out of it. And with this current kind of information we're getting on the damage that the fast fashion industry does to the planet, I think it's really good to be taking these things that maybe off a sale rail, maybe out of a charity shop, maybe on eBay, that you actually would really like to wear, and to create something that is wearable for you and that you would like to hack into something much more fun and fashion forward. So that's what I did. I absolutely love this project and I can't wait to wear it some more. And yeah, super summery. So that's it for this edition of the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my lockdown makes. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to talking sewing with you all again soon. Bye!